There we go. Okay, now it started. Okay, now we're live.
Yeah.
Technology. Anywho, excuse me. Well, we got a new episode of Sparky Vision here, and we're going to be talking about the new Godzilla 2014 movie. Spoilers, major league spoilers if you haven't seen the movie yet, which is highly unlikely, but you never know. It's possible. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, you might want to plug your ears at some parts or just watch this video as a rerun sometime down the road. So far for guests, we got Barney Buckley, and woohoo! And that seems to be it for right now. Don't know how many people want to invite in this, but let's see here. Add a couple more people just in case. Okay, let's see here. Add them. Just for the heck of it, Richard Easel, if he's available.
He's busy chastising a video right now.
I see that.
Yeah.
He's been keeping busy.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Got Goji Fan. Let's do my usual crew of Riv Travis, Dennisima, Dean Richardson. I'm forgetting somebody.
You get Kyle Hume, maybe he might jump in, or even Todd Tennant.
Yeah, I've added both of them already, so see if they join. Oh, okay. Now I remembered. Here we go. Joseph Corolla.
Yeah.
Okay, add all of them and see what happens. And I got the Q&A box here just in case viewers want to ask some questions. Now let me just go and share this real quick. If I can figure out where that went. Oh, here it is. Okay. Copy link address. And now let's share the crap out of this. Get some viewers in. So how... Still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
I just heard you cutting out a little bit.
Oh, okay. Testing, testing, testing. Test, 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 test.
Testosterone. That's great.
Okay,
right.
let me adjust this setting here real quick. Maybe that'll help a little bit.
Okay.
No, stop going. Jeez, come on, Google. There we go. Good gravy. Okay, that's up. Okay, got that. Okay, good. Okay, all set up. Now we just gotta wait and see if anybody else joins.
Yep.
Didn't really think to announce this ahead of time that we're going to be doing this, so it might be just me and you for the video.
That's fine. That's fine. It's even better. Yeah, you don't have to get so many interruptions that way.
Yeah, that is true. That is my one complaint when I have a lot of people in here. It gets a little difficult to discuss something when everybody's yakking at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I do got some updates here if you, when you're ready for them. Okay.
Sure, go ahead.
On my my blogs, I got two blogs. One's called Kaiju Rants, and the other one's the Kaiju Reviews. I did a Godzilla 2014 review. You did see that.
Mm-hmm.
I also updated the links on it, so I do have a link on both of the blogs for your site.
Okay.
So you know, okay. And I just tweaked them up a little bit, and I added some more links to it so people can bounce around.
Okay.
One thing on your blog, I know I've been constantly asking you to change the links here and there. I kind of just the one link called Kaiju Hub pretty much has all the links, so you don't have to go around messing around with any of the other links that are on the website.
Okay.
I thought I'd let you know about that.
Okay, cool.
Okay?
Yeah, right now I got it in draft format up in my blog. I'm trying to type up a review for Godzilla 2014. Got a little bit typed up so far. Haven't had a chance to do any more of it. I've been busy with work and schoolwork. I'm a little behind on my schoolwork right now, so I'm trying to get caught up again.
Yeah, I got you, yeah.
Work has been morning shift, late shift, morning shift, late shift. So it's got me kind of.
Yeah,
Was that?
bouncing around like a ball.
Yeah, pretty much. So taking a little bit to get used to that again. So some of my projects have been suffering. So trying to get back into my normal routine. So hopefully I can get that all taken care of, get my high school diploma so I can move on to getting my ham radio license.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Okay, you can't go wrong with that. Dennis Sema did come to me yesterday. He wants me to build a website for Kaiju Rebellion. So we're going to be talking about that on Friday.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much going to probably hand the website over to him if he knows anything about it. But I'm going to create it for him and put the material that he wants on it, and then pretty much let him take the reins because I'm going to be too busy with my sites to maintain that.
Yeah.
And plus, he's got to open up a Dropbox account so I can actually put the website into the Dropbox.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I did get some new toys, too.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, yeah. You've probably seen these. Do you want to see them?
Sure. I always
All right.
enjoy looking at new toys.
Yeah. This bad boy here.
Uh.
Yeah,
I have them.
Oh, do you got those? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got it's
a little package,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a package. I still have it in the packaging because I thought it looked cooler that way.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, I got the packaging sitting on my speaker in the back part of the wall. You can't see it from here, I don't think. But anyway, here's Destroyer. Let's hear it, Dennis. Destroyer, come on.
Destroyer. Thank you, James Rolfe.
My Heisei Godzillas.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This Mothra I thought was cool. It was different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Kind of reminds me of the GMK Mothra when she does that stinger attack.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was looking at it too. Whoops.
Oh.
My Mecha too.
Nice.
Now this is the one that I thought was pretty cool. It's the original Cyborg Mecha Godzilla, but it's the way they did it.
Oh, okay. I've seen that one and the Godzilla on Amazon.com. I got them on my wish list. I want to pick both of them up.
Yeah. I just like the way this thing looks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looks like it's got some really nice detail to it.
It's very nice, dude. It's very nice. I'll give you a close-up of the tail. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Check it the front out here. Okay? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, getting over cold, so I'm coughing still.
This is a King Caesar that I got for like $10 at Target. But what I found different about it is the detail and the color is far different than this one here. This is the original Bandai version. As you can see, that's the original.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well this one here.
Oh, I have that one.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I seen it and I was like, oh, I gotta have that. And I also like the swivel action to it, as you can see. It's different than any other Bandai figure.
Very nice. I got that figure. Show them off real quick. Here's my King Caesar, the exact same. And then I also got the Burning Godzilla.
Yeah, I got that too. I think it's the same one. Yeah.
Let's see here. They're from the newest, or not the 60th anniversary line, but the one before that. And also got Mecha Godzilla.
That one's nice. I like the looks of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Mecha 2? Yeah, it is Mecha 2. Okay.
Yep.
I can tell by the arm patch.
Put my figures away without knocking everything over. Yeah, I got my my big King Caesar standing next to my little King Caesar up on my desk here.
Cool action figures. I think those things are cool. The little
I know. Oops, and I just dropped it.
Yeah.
I can't remember how the heck I found them on eBay, but I thought they looked so cool, so it's like, okay, I must own them.
Yeah.
But yeah, as for this year for the Godzilla 2014, I haven't gotten any new figures yet, but I have gotten a lot of Blu-rays and DVDs. Let me just go grab them real quick.
No problem.
Gotta take my headset off.
Okay. coming back.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of these. Oh, wait, I'm still missing one. What did I do with... Oh, it's over with the rest of my Godzilla movies. Okay, hold on a second. I forgot one.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Now I got everything.
All right.
Well, to start off with, I got the Godzilla King of the Monsters. They're
Criterion?
no, not Criterion. This is Classic Media. They
yeah, you're right. Yeah, they remastered it. Yeah. Well.
yeah, they re-released the set.
Right.
Let me take the slipcase off. Got this at Walmart.
Is that Blu-ray?
No, it's DVD. It's
standard. Okay. All right.
as far as I know, Classic Media has only released, or at least this version, on DVD. And there is one funny thing here. They made a boo-boo. It says includes the original uncut 1964 Japanese version plus the 1996 U.S. theatrical release. What they meant was the 1954 and the 1956, releases. So,
yeah.
They made a little bit of a boo-boo on here.
Yeah. You got this one here?
Yep, I have that set.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, because that's a nice set. It's actually according to the Criterion edition of the Blu-ray. I think the pictures in the Godzilla, the American release of the Godzilla in 1954, is better in this collection than it is in the Criterion. They must have used a different master set for it, because this one here is really good as compared to the Criterion version.
Yeah, I have the Criterion version also. Really haven't noticed the picture quality, so one of these days I'm going to have to, put one in and watch a couple minutes of it and then pop in the other one and try to compare the two, because I've never noticed that before.
Yeah, it's definitely it's different, but you notice it too. It's like they took it straight off of VHS or something. Quality is that drastic sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, definitely going to have to check that out. But to continue showing off what I got, this I got from deepdiscount.com. Kraken releasing Godzilla vs. Gigant Blu-ray.
Okay, cool.
I'm still waiting for Godzilla vs. Hedorah to get here. That one just shipped the other day, so I should be getting that one in a couple days.
I need to start collecting the Blu-rays. I mean, I've got the Blu-rays on my hard drive. But some of them, when you watch them, the pixelation is not up to par, so I'm thinking they're just saying that they're Blu-ray, when in fact they're probably just a standard DVD. More
than likely.
Because I don't think all the Blu-ray versions of all the Godzilla movies are out yet.
Not as far as I know. I know Toho has the first Godzilla, maybe one or two from the Heisei series, and one or two from Millennium. So, yeah, they don't have the complete Godzilla collection on Blu-ray yet.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it's just a DVD straight out of a DVD. They're cool looking, and it's all Japanese release cuts of the movies. It's not the American versions or anything. They got subtitling and everything. They're pretty decent.
Cool.
All right, continue, sir.
Well, quick question: how much space did you say all those took up?
Let me check real quick, okay?
Okay.
I'll let you know exactly how much. Let me get out of there. Okay. $78 gigs.
Holy cow! That's a lot of space.
Yeah. The external hard drive that I got is a 3 terabyte, and it's almost full.
Good gravy.
It's not just kaiju. I mean, it's everything. You know what I'm saying? I'll have to get another one to keep building. Just got done downloading the 2 seasons of the animated series of Godzilla. The Zilla. I did get that, and trilogy. I will take it off my DVD and actually rip it to the hard drive. So that's another one I got to add. I think that's the latest ones that I downloaded. I just downloaded those last night.
Okay.
I got just about all the Godzillas now. So.
Cool. Well, they continue showing off what I got. I also got the Godzilla versus the Sea Monster Blu-ray from Kraken releasing.
Okay.
Haven't watched these yet, so I'm not sure how the picture quality is, but I believe from what I've seen online from other people, I guess it's
Pretty,
pretty good quality.
yeah.
Why was it? Oh, screensaver is starting to kick in. I was like about to say, why is my screen going dark?
Yeah, I don't even set my screensaver. No.
Yeah, I got to turn that off. Anywho, let's see here. Now, this got from Walmart. Godzilla Tokyo SOS and Godzilla Final Wars, the two Blu-ray set.
Cool, cool. Very
And
nice.
then this is what the back looks like.
Okay.
I watched Tokyo SOS on here. I was a little bit disappointed. The subtitles are based off of the dubs and are not the original,
Okay.
as far as I can tell.
That's what you get for American releases. When
Yeah,
they make
that
the
is
Blu-ray,
true.
you get that,
But
yeah.
I thought in the press release they said it was going to be the original Japanese and not the dub titles, but I don't know. That's I've noticed that on this and here, let me dig it out here real quick. On this one also with Godzilla versus Megaguirus, it seems like the subtitles are also based off of the dub.
If you were to actually download those movies, you can actually get the subtitles for them and switch them out. You can actually do it. If
Yeah,
it's in internet stuff, yeah. I've
yeah,
done it.
back in the days of the various Godzilla forums I used to hang out, like Tokyo Monsters, there were threads on
Yeah.
how to do that.
Yeah, James Ballard, he was big on those subtitles and stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss Tokyo Monsters. That was a good website and forum.
To me, I liked the website. The kid knew what he was doing, but the forums, no offense, it kind of bred assholes. There was really some ignorant, rude people in them forums. I kind of
Yeah, there was that issue. What I used to like to call the forum wars.
Yeah.
That's one big ugly mess. I'm not even going to bother getting into. Okay, continuing on my goodies, I
Okay.
got the Gamera 4 movie collection, Volume 1 and Volume 2,
Wow, nice.
both
Very
on Blu-ray. The Showa Gamera movies, and then this is
cool
what the
collection.
back.
So you got all the movies now.
Yeah, I now have the Showa and the Heisei Gamera movies,
That's cool.
except for Gamera the Brave. I only have that on DVD, but I don't think I'm gonna pick up the Blu-ray because
Yeah. It is
So yeah, well, to continue the Gamera, I now have all the Gamera movies on Blu-ray and DVD.
That's nice. You got a nice set there, buddy.
Yeah, this I got at Walmart, and the funny thing is, I work in the electronics department, and I've been keeping an eye on this stuff, and every time we get, like 4 or 5 of these in at a time, by the end of the day, they're all gone.
Oh,
It's-
yeah? Really? Okay.
It is amazing that people are buying these up, and I'm quite thrilled to see that.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
And then to finish this off, these I also got from Walmart. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, Godzilla vs. Mothra, Space Godzilla, and Mecha Godzilla.
Cool. Very cool. Have you
So
seen Godzilla vs. Destroyer on Blu-ray yet?
No, not yet. I haven't
think-
watched that yet.
I'm thinking it's going to be pretty impressive because that suit is amazing. It's the best looking suit. And I just got done watching it the other day, and I told you about this website that I built. But I was watching the movie, and it's like the suit is spectacular to me. The way it's glowing and stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Plus, what I'm looking forward to with the Heisei Godzilla movies, for the first time, we're actually getting these Japanese language with. I don't know if the subtitles are going to be the accurate ones or the ones based off of the dubs, so I'll find out when I pop those in.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I got. Lately, I'm waiting for my Amazon.com gift card to get here. I cashed in my rewards points from my debit card, so I'm gonna get some Godzilla 2014 stuff off of Amazon.com.
There you go. Yeah.
Hopefully, sometime next week.
Yeah.
So that'll be a future video. Well, now that we're done showing off our stuff, let's get to talking about the movie Godzilla 2014.
Sounds good. Go ahead and start.
First off, I want to talk about it seems like a lot of people are complaining about Aaron Taylor Johnson's performance in this movie, and I want to say personally, I had no problem with his performance. I know some people were saying that he wasn't emotional enough, but
Yeah,
then again, I'm thinking he's playing a guy in the military, explosive ordnance disposal
yeah,
expert technician, whatever you call it,
yeah,
and they really can't afford to let their emotions get the best of them. They gotta keep a cool head.
yeah,
So I can understand, why he wasn't getting super emotional, even with his dad, dying,
yeah,
because you gotta figure, he's got a mission now. He's got to get, back to San Francisco, take care of his family, and there's these monsters running around. Probably after, after the end of the movie and credits, when he has time to, settle down and think about it, then yeah, he's probably gonna break down, and cry over his dad. But at the time, he couldn't really afford to because he
yeah,
had a mission.
yeah. You had to keep moving on. The same thing with that situation is, like you were saying that people were complaining about it. I didn't get that. I thought his role was okay. It served its purpose in the movie. Um, but in my humble opinion, they could have because they could have eliminated his character in some sort of way because he didn't really play a very important role in my eyes. I mean, it's about the warheads and all that stuff. But for his actual character, I didn't see a major problem with it. It was okay. Um, but all in all, I mean, his character was cool. Don't get me wrong, but
hmm
yeah,
Well, me and my brother were talking about this, and this, for this movie, he was all right, got the job done, everything like that. But
but,
I'm personally hoping with the sequel that they don't have him in there again, because as far as we were concerned, they did what they all could do for his character. So for the second movie, I hope they concentrate a little bit more on Dr. Sarazawa, Ken Watanabe's character.
I said the same thing. They said those characters there should have been the pinnacle point of the movie with Dr. Sarazawa and Bryan Cranston's role. That surprised me that he died that suddenly. And to me, he was a very good actor. Very, very good.
Definitely, he was a very good actor. Although I had a sneaking suspicion that they were gonna, kill him off in this movie from that one commercial they released where you hear him saying, keep them safe. And I thought by the way his voice sounded like, wait,
Yeah.
are they gonna kill him off? And sure enough, they did. And I can understand why they did that because, throughout the rest of the movie, he pretty much would have been just a fifth wheel, either just hanging around,
Pretty much,
on
yeah.
either on the aircraft carrier with Ken Watanabe's character, or let's say he got to San Francisco before Ford did. Well, then he'd just be in the middle of the mayhem. So they pretty much did what they could with Bryan Cranston's character, and I can understand why they killed him off. And I don't have any problem with that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, after he passed and stuff, the movie still kept carrying on. So it wasn't a major loss, but it would have been better if they utilized his character a little bit more.
That I could understand if they had him around just a little bit longer. I would see, but that's one of those it's done with. So, or maybe if we do get like an extended edition, Blu-ray, DVD, whatever, maybe we'll get just a little bit more of
They're going to
him.
put some extras on that DVD, including Akira Takarada's role is supposed to be in the DVD once they release it.
That's what I'm thinking, because Gareth Gareth Edwards said that these scenes that he had to cut, he really loved them. So I'm thinking that we're going to probably get like an extended director's cut or whatever.
Well, I'm thinking,
And that's what I'm hoping,
Mhm.
because I still want to see Akira Takarada's scene.
He's been around since 1954. That guy's been in what? Eight movies? Godzilla movies?
Let's see here.
Yeah.
The first one, Mothra, Sea Monster. The Mothra remake, Final Wars, and okay, yeah, so yeah, 6 Godzilla movies.
Okay. All right.
But I thought it was funny. They I read on Facebook that they asked him, what he thought of the movie and about them cutting his scene, and he said he loved the movie and had no problem with them cutting his scene. Just with the sequel, he wants a longer scene. I
That
said,
was
well, that's
cool.
fair.
Well, yeah, there's no telling what that second movie's going to be like, but glad we got a confirmation on that one. So,
Hmm.
what they're going to do with it, I do not know. Whether Gareth Edwards is going to direct it, we do not know. There's no telling what's going to happen. You know?
Yeah, it's too early to tell now. Oh, pardon.
Everybody's just they're jumping the gun. They're making assumptions what characters are going to be in the movies. It's like, really, guys, you
Hmm.
that bored? You know? But anyway, yeah. Let's
It's
talk
fun
about
to,
the monsters.
okay. Well, first off, I want to talk about the Mutos. I was pleasantly what would be the best word? I was quite happy with them. People have asked me to try to describe what they look like, and I find it as hard as hell to describe their look. But
This is everything, yeah.
I was quite pleased. They got a good on-screen presence.
Yeah.
They're creepy as all hell, but also, they're easy to sympathize with, because yeah, if they're successful in reproducing, our race is screwed, but still, you could,
Yeah, yeah.
kind of
Mhm.
sympathize with them. Oh, hey, look at this. We got a question. Okay, what are your favorite fights from Ghost Godzilla 100? Oh, I'm assuming he or she means what's the favorite fight from the movie. Well, let's get to that later. We'll hold off on that for a little bit. Let's continue talking about the Muto. Um, I like the flying one's design. I like the design of the big what I call Mama Muto.
Mhm.
Um, she was huge.
Twice the size of the male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that. I loved how, we had an idea what the flying one was going to look like and act like, but the Mama one, that was a nice surprise.
Yeah. Now, to me, the Mutos, when 2 years ago when they first introduced the movie, not much was said about Muto or shown on the internet, so there wasn't really much information on it. I was apprehensive, and I was saying to myself, this Muto is a far cry and a lot different monster than Godzilla's ever fought. But once I've seen the movie, all that went away. Uh,
Hmm.
I actually really did like the Muto in the movie. They did a really, really good job on it. The design, the flying Muto, the Mama Muto. But anyway, they had some pretty spectacular scenes in the movie, and I liked the Muto. I thought they were pretty cool.
Hmm.
All right.
Like I said on, I think it was like Legendary's one of Legendary posts, I said those creatures were worthy opponents for Godzilla. I'm completely thrilled with them. I like that. They did a really good job with the Mutos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now for Godzilla's design, I still don't have any problems with it. Finally seeing him in action, finally getting good looks at him. Um, I like the design. I like I liked his facial expressions. Like
Yeah.
when you first see him in the airport scene, he's got like this super pissed off, I'm not happy to see you look on his face. You
Yeah.
can tell he is mad and that
Yeah.
he's not happy.
And then he roars. It's like, yeah, that was badass, man.
Hmm.
He's like,
Oh,
fuck you, Muto. No.
got another question here from Ghost Godzilla 100. What was both of your thoughts on the finishing move that Godzilla did on the Mama Muto? Oh, for at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. When Godzilla grabbed her jaws and ripped it open, I thought it was just going to be the end of it, kind of like with King Kong. But all of a
Yeah.
sudden, right down her throat until it burns her head off. It's like,
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah.
that was awesome. I was not expecting that. And it's like, oh.
It's like the Mama Muto was like kind of like a barf bag for Godzilla. So it's like, here, take this. And the thing is, he was breathing until her head literally popped off. I thought that was
Hmm.
cool. And then he just dropped it off in the water like no big deal. And then
Yeah,
he
it's like,
collapsed. Yeah,
no, I'm done
it
with
was a
you.
really good scene. Yeah,
But yeah, it was funny. Concerning Godzilla's atomic breath,
yeah.
up until that point when they first used it, I completely forgot about it. And then
Hmm.
when you see the blue glow, it's like, oh crap, that's right.
Yeah.
And I love, it goes up his tail, up his spines, and then you got like this
Thing is, yeah,
increasing like hum to it. It's like,
yeah.
and then
Building up, yeah. Then he
and then
breathed
he
in. Then he
yeah,
let.
and then he puffs off his chest and like,
Yeah.
and it was like awesome.
That's what makes that movie in CGI. You can get that realism out of it, and that's what I thought was most impressive about the movie. Not so much about his design, but his movements and stuff were very animal-like. They did a perfect job on that.
Hmm.
And to me, I'm going to talk about his design. Um, when he first came out, 2 years ago, we finally seen a picture of it. I wasn't impressed with it at all. And I got the toy, and I'm like, nah, I still don't like it and stuff like that. But once I seen him on screen, it fits well. He looks really good on screen. And this whole issue of him being fat, no, he isn't fat. He's massive. He's huge.
Hmm.
The way he moves and stuff like that, it really fits well with the CGI. The toy itself is completely different than that of Suitmation. In Suitmation, you pretty much know what you're going to get because the toy is going to look just like that. CGI is a little different because it's more detailed,
Hmm.
and the toy that I got was kind of like that in a way. I didn't like his feet, no matter how you look at it. It was too turtle-like. But when he slammed his foot down in the airport, I thought that was pretty cool. It was pretty cool sound effects and stuff.
Hmm.
And like you said, when he was looking, it's like, who the hell are you? You know, that was
Yeah,
his facial looks and everything. Yeah, very
yeah,
nice.
it's just perfect. His that
Yeah.
look on his face, it
And he
looks
was
like
mad too.
pure
Like,
anger. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't like you.
You remember the scene when Ford Brody was just got done destroying the Mutos eggs, and he turns around and Godzilla's staring at him. My wife
Oh,
thought, yeah, my wife thought that was the best scene of the whole movie. She was impressed with the movie. So I'm
hmm.
like looking at her and said, okay, you a Godzilla fan now, girl.
Yes, I love that scene. After Godzilla destroys the flying Muto in the building, knocks it down and he gets back
That's
up
another
again.
scene I liked. I like that scene too. And the thing is, when he got slammed, when he slammed his tail into him and stuff like that, and you could see all this stuff sticking out of the Muto's neck, and all of a sudden his lights went out. It's like, oh, that was bad. He did a really good job on that part.
Hmm. But yeah, that part where Godzilla and Ford look at each other, I think Linkara described it best in his video. He said it's like, Godzilla's looking at him and saying, "Yeah, I know what you're going through."
Yeah.
And then I like how, his face disappears
Did a smoke, yeah, yeah,
into the smoke. That was just perfect.
yeah. That was nice. It was very nice. I can't wait for the DVD to come out. I
Hmm.
might get the Blu-ray, but I'm not sure yet. I don't have a Blu-ray player, but
Oh, okay. Yeah,
yeah,
I have a Blu-ray player, so I'll definitely be
yeah.
getting the Blu-ray. Okay, let's see here. Trying to think. Okay, something I want to bring up. I know this has ticked off some people, but the part near the end, when Godzilla's leaving and you're seeing it from like news helicopter's perspective, and it says, "King of the Monsters," and then it says "Savior of the City" with a question mark. I know some people are freaking out. It's like, I don't want Godzilla to be a hero. Well, technically he's not, because he still did a hell of a lot of damage and stuff. It
Yeah.
just happened to work out that way. So personally, I kind of like the anti-hero. Yeah, he saved our butts, but let's say in the next movie, if he gets hungry, he's gonna wreck some city just to get to a nuclear power plant.
I think Godzilla, for the most part, knew the threat was there, and he pretty much said, "I got to get rid of this threat," and that's the way you look at it in the movie.
Hmm.
I mean, as in for being a hero, that's the way they're portraying it. But from Godzilla's point of view, his job was to get rid of the threat, and that's exactly what he did.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So, well, go ahead, buddy.
Okay, let's see here. Trying to think of what else. Oh, okay, something else. What did you think of the amount of screen time that Godzilla had in the movie? I know this seems to be very contentious with a lot of Godzilla fans because it seems split right down the middle. You got the Godzilla fans saying it was just perfect, and then you got the other Godzilla fans freaking out saying that he wasn't in enough. I'm in the camp where I think it was just perfect.
Yeah.
I admit the first time around, I was getting a bit impatient, but seeing
Yeah.
it the second time around, I knew what was coming, so it was more, I was, ready for it.
To me, a Godzilla movie, you have to build a story and work the story and then Godzilla's going to come out at the right time. And in this movie, even though they build up on the origin and did their thing and stuff like that, I think he showed up at the right time because I wasn't impatient when I watched it because I was more into the storyline. I wanted to understand the storyline. Seeing Godzilla, I knew he was going to show up eventually. I didn't have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it came out perfect, believe it or not. So waiting for him was okay with me. I wasn't impatient or anything because I was busy worrying about the storyline and stuff. So.
Yeah, I think it was it was the perfect amount of screen time. I know one scene that's got people really ticked off is the airport scene where after he roars, they cut to San Francisco with Ford's kid Sam, watching the fight on the TV screen. Now, personally, I didn't have a problem with that because we didn't get to see it up large, but heck, we still got to see parts of it.
You have to look at it from their point of view. CGI is like incredibly expensive because you have a huge amount of computer experts dealing with frame-by-frame technology to create Godzilla in these scenes. So it does get expensive. So in my eyes, when they created this movie, they didn't want to put too much into it. They wanted to make this movie as a builder. So once it did gain enough money in the theaters and stuff like that, they can get a bigger budget on their next movie. Mm-hmm. And that's personally why I think you didn't see too much of Godzilla, too. It's because it's expensive creating them.
Because I got a feeling with the sequel, we're going to see plenty of Godzilla. Because we're done, first movie, we teased it and everything. Okay, now we know what that's like. So now the second movie, it's going to be more, more Godzilla.
Yeah. They got to have a bigger budget to play with. So, yeah. And this next movie is going to be a lot of monsters. So, yeah, the CGI and the cost is going to be a lot higher in this next movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. From Ghost Godzilla 100, he says, I liked how Godzilla puffed up his chest when he was about to breathe his fire like he was about to sneeze.
That's the realistic part about him. He's almost bear-like when he does that, but when he does blast, it's pretty cool looking. Mm-hmm. I don't think the atomic blast, to me, I'm sure it is more powerful, but it didn't come off as more powerful as the Heisei series. You know how when the atomic blast, Godzilla would hit one of the monsters, it literally gets to the point where they burn up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This one here is very realistic. It's almost like a acetylene torch effect, where it burns the skin and stuff like that, because the Mama Muto kept coming at him and stuff, and that thing was just more or less annoying her. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I did like the one scene where his tail started lighting blue, and it's always like all the way up, and then bam, it was done.
Yeah, that was just perfect. And like I said, up until that point, I was so into the movie. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. He's got his atomic breath. So it's like, oh yeah, that whole movie. When I got home that night, I was in such a I don't know how to describe because I was, it's like so much. It's like I don't know where even to begin.
Yeah, there's no doubt. The whole movie is just like, whoa. Mm-hmm. I like the whole submarine scene where the Muto literally must have snatched it or something. It was over there, and I think in the Philippines, Hawaii.
Yeah, that was in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I guess basically what happened is Papa Muto grabbed the sub out, the Russian sub out of the ocean, and then, stopped in Hawaii to feed off the missiles.
The warheads too. What?
I got a kick out of that. How they were actually eating the missiles like they're, like they're candy.
Yeah.
It's like I've never seen anything like that before because, we've seen Godzilla feeding off, absorbing the radiation from nuclear reactors, but I've never seen a monster actually, eating missiles like that. That was something else.
See, that's another thing about this movie. I like the origin. They put a new twist to it. Instead of the original Godzilla being created by the nuclear testing, he was already consuming radiation in prehistoric times, and they used the nuclear testing to try to get rid of Godzilla. I thought that was a cool twist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like that. From what I understand, I haven't got yet, but with the Godzilla Awakening comic book.
I got the book.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it gives us a little bit more of a background story for Godzilla and Dr. Serizawa.
Is it like a prequel or something like that?
Yeah, it's something like a prequel, but I guess after the atomic bombing of Hiroshima, I guess Serizawa's father sees Godzilla off in the water because obviously the radiation attracted his attention, so he wants the feed off of it. So I definitely want to get that graphic novel, comic, whatever you want to call it now, just to check that out because that sounds really cool.
Yeah, I can send it to you. I got a PDF version of it.
That'd be cool. I think I'm just gonna wait till I get it off of Amazon.com because, like I said, I got that gift card coming, so
Okay. All right.
that's one of the things I want to pick up. What did you think of the music for the movie? Screwing up his name already. Alexander Desplat. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Honestly, I know a lot of people are going to be offended by this, but to me, it was a typical soundtrack that sounded more like, what was it? Almost like Aliens and stuff like that. So it's a typical Hollywood soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't overly impressive. I didn't really connect the music with Godzilla, not like you did with Akira Ifukube. The music's completely different from what they do there.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's okay, but it's not overly impressive in my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Personally, I'm gonna have to listen to the soundtrack all over again because I haven't listened to it. I've only listened to it once, except for the opening track titled Godzilla, which is the music you heard playing for the opening credits. That I actually liked. Yeah, I like that music.
That had a more Godzilla feel to it.
Mm-hmm. It definitely did.
Like that, it's like, okay, it's almost like Godzilla 1998. Not to offend anybody, but it has that similar sound to it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and that's something else about this movie that generally surprised me, and I loved it. It actually had opening credits. When was the last time you've seen a blockbuster movie with actual opening credits, not 15 to 20 minutes of action, and then all of a sudden, quick, oh, here's the title of the movie, and then back to the movie. Yeah. It actually had, credit.
Yeah, it was pretty cool when he did that. It was like, yeah, all right. And all the background scenes and stuff like that, very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I just love that. It's like, oh, that was awesome. And personally, I loved how the movie ended. Godzilla wades out into the Pacific, and his spine's submerged in the ocean, and the water goes still, and then that's it. It just cuts to the credits. I thought, perfect.
It was a cool ending, a very cool ending. The one thing I didn't understand was the fact that he collapsed. Well, that's because I think he was fighting the two Mutos. And most Godzilla movies, you don't see them getting exhausted like that, but that's because they don't take a realistic approach to it. This one does.
That is true. You could definitely tell by the end of the fight that he was tired, and I know, some people were thinking before he woke up again, it's like, oh no, Godzilla's dead. It's like, no, they're not going to kill him off. And then, sure enough, he snorts and opens his eyes, and it's like, yeah, I knew it, he's back.
And they pan to the TV screen, and then they go back to him, and then all of a sudden I like when he first jumps into the ocean, and then you see his dorsal plates and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dorsal plates impressed me in this one, too, especially when it came up to the ships and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They were very impressive. And, yeah.
Yeah, I got goosebumps when Dr. Serizawa's on deck of the aircraft carrier, and he's got the binoculars up, and it goes from the one spine to the middle spine to the other spine, and it's like, oh, he's coming, he's coming.
Yep. The thing
Oh,
is, when the ship, when he was coming towards the ship, and you seen the dorsal plates, but it was just part of his tail. That made him look absolutely huge. Then you
oh,
rise
with
up
the
on the other side.
okay, the Golden Gate Bridge
Yeah,
scene.
San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge scene. Yeah.
That was another good one. That was
Yeah.
another good scene. That had perfect tension because it's like, oh my god.
Yeah. He rises. All of a sudden, he just grabs the cables and stuff. I'm
hmm
surprised he didn't rip the damn bridge down. Well, he did eventually, but.
Yeah, after they started, really letting loose
Iron
on
Man.
him.
Yeah.
Now, I was watching a video last night. Doug Walker, who's the nostalgia critic, him and his brother were talking about the movie, and Doug couldn't figure out why Godzilla, why he went at the bridge. And to me, it made sense. You had all these, I don't know I can't remember if they're like frigates or destroyers. I always get the two, classes of ships mixed up. But
Right.
you got all these ships in the water, so it makes sense that he would have to get up,
Drag into it. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so he could continue, going into San Francisco, and it just happened,
Going
the
into it,
bridge
yeah.
got in his way.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
to me that,
from the
so
ocean. I'm sorry. From the ocean, that's pretty much the only way to get to San Francisco is from that point. And
hmm
that's probably why he did what he did too.
yeah. Well, Doug was like he couldn't figure out why Godzilla, why he got up, why he didn't just kept, swimming until he got,
Right.
to San Francisco. But to me, it made sense because he had all the ships in the water, so he would have to get up and try to get around them.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, let's see here. Ghost Godzilla 100 said, "What if Godzilla did his tail slide to the Papa Muto instead of whacking the Papa Muto into the building?" They would never do that in a million years.
What is he saying?
Well, basically, he was saying, what if Godzilla, did his, tail slide like this against
Oh.
Papa Muto? In a million years, they never would do that
Yeah,
because,
he's too big to do something like that.
yeah, that and, they don't want people, making fun of this movie.
Mhm.
Granted, it probably would have been cool to see, but yeah, you're not going to see that, and you're not going to see Godzilla using his atomic breath to fly across the screen like Godzilla versus Hedorah.
You're going to hear some criticism when you do that.
Yeah, definitely. So if you want to see that, just go back and check out check out your Blu-ray or your DVD, or in my case, VHS. Which is funny. The night before I went to see Godzilla 2014, I watched Godzilla versus the Smog Monster on VHS just because of the AIP dub, which I liked a lot better than the international dub.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's my favorite Showa movie. He's my favorite Showa character too.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Hedorah rocks. But
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. My website, Hedorah Rocks. What did you think about that? Let me think about the scene here. I just had it in my mind. Hang on. The whole they went to the Philippines there, and they discovered that cave where the pods were,
mm-hmm.
the bones.
That
What'd you
was
think about
interesting.
it? Yeah.
At first, I thought, like everybody else, when we first saw the scene in the trailer, that those were Godzilla bones. But like somebody pointed out, when Dr. Serizawa and I don't know what Sally Hawkins' name is in the movie. Well, they might have said, I just forgot. But when they're telling Aaron Taylor Johnson about Godzilla, they showed the the picture of Godzilla's skeleton, and like somebody pointed out, Godzilla's skeleton doesn't match that skeleton that we saw in the Philippines, so that was some other creature that the Mutos were, feeding off of.
Okay, it's possible. Yeah. But what creature it was, we don't know. That's just
Yeah, good question. Who knows? Maybe in the next movie we'll find out.
Possible. Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little, for just a break in for a second. Just a little speculation for the sequel. I'm wondering if if they could use Chernobyl, use that as explanation, because just like the Muto attacked Janjira, a
Right.
plant. What if Chernobyl was also some creature and the Russians, covered it up?
From there, yeah, yeah. That would be cool if they did something like that. Have another creature laying around the plant or something like that.
Hmm.
Maybe another Muto or something like that. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty cool concept right there.
Did you see that one interview where they were talking to Max Borstein? And he was saying that if he does, if he's able to write the script for the next Godzilla movie, he would like to have Mothra in it, and he'd like to
I think, yeah,
basically do with Mothra what they did with the Joker in The Dark Knight, make her a really dark monster.
really. Well, that would
Yeah,
be a cool approach. Yeah.
that would
Which,
be different because everybody's used to the, big, fluffy, cuddly Mothra, and it would be different to see big, mean, vicious Mothras. So,
she's the malevolent one, man.
hmm
That's her reputation, man. She's a good guy.
yeah.
But for her
So
to be
yeah,
like a Batra, that'd be cool, man.
that'd be interesting to see if they would do that. But like we said at the beginning of this video, it's a little too early to speculate what they're going to do for the sequel.
If they were going to do something like that, I can just imagine the actual design would not. It would be so altered that it would be deformed. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Sure, to make it evil or something like that, I'm sure they're going to go way out instead of
Yeah, it would
keeping it
not be Mothra as what we're used to.
exactly. It'll be something totally different now.
No, another one from Ghost Godzilla 1000. Or instead, he slams the Papa Muto like he did in Godzilla vs. Megaguirus.
Oh, the body slam.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
in theory, that was, the body slam was cool, except how they did, where they pan up and show Godzilla falling
Yeah.
from the sky.
Comes down from the top. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little off because he
Fake
was,
side. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It's a little on the fake side. Yeah.
yeah.
But that's what makes Godzilla Godzilla. It's that kind of cheesiness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's good fun. Yeah, it's not realistic all the time, but heck,
Yeah.
you're still sitting there going, "Oh, that was cool."
And that surprised me about people. A lot of people always want a realistic approach to something like that. And in my eyes, if you're a sci-fi monster fan, it's all about the fantasy, not about the
Yeah,
realism.
well,
Yeah.
I can't understand this, realistic crowd. They like the bash on Godzilla saying, "Oh, he's not realistic," and
Yeah.
yet they have no problem with, the Incredible Hulk or Iron Man or,
Uh-huh.
heck, Thor. It's like, you know, this isn't realistic because,
Yeah.
like in the Iron Man movie, Iron Man's going, like supersonic in his suit
Yeah.
and doing all this crazy stuff. And, if this was real, Tony Stark in the inside would be getting banged up, and by the time it's over, he'd be, jelly.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. You'd be at
so,
home. Yep.
so I just don't understand people. They like to bash on Godzilla, although, the way how successful this movie has turned out, obviously, this has shut up a lot of people.
Yeah.
I like how they keep bringing up that Forbes article from January where the guy was saying that,
Trash in the movie.
yeah, this movie was going to be a bomb and Godzilla was poison when it comes to making movies. And look, $200 million worldwide opening weekend.
Well, when the Transformers comes out, I'm pretty sure it's going to pass Godzilla in sales because Transformers is more popular than Godzilla.
Yeah, I can definitely see that happening, although it's going to be
looking
more of
forward
the
to that.
more of the typical Michael Bay bullshit. But
Yeah. You're not a
I
fan?
could. Was it?
You're not a fan?
Well, yeah, I'm a fan of Transformers. I'm just, the Michael Bay movies have got some, aspects to it that kind of, drives me crazy.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a purist, but there are some aspects, where I don't like it, how they're messing with the original, but I still like the movies. It's just it's kind of hard to describe. It's just, it's oh look, explosions all over the place and the camera's shaking and you see this cool Transformers for a minute or two and then they're dead. It's like, okay, well, who the heck was that?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but
See, when I watched the original G1 series back in the 80s, that's when I first recognized Transformers. I actually watched the original. I'm not sure if I still have them or not, but there's original cartoons from Japan where they originated at.
Mm-hmm.
I still got those, I think. I'm not sure, but as I watched the cartoons, I got hooked on the cartoons and stuff. And then when I heard that they were coming out with a new Transformers movie in 2007, I watched it. The actual transformation was a little too fast for me, but you get used to those little things. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just like the way they do the Transformers. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Bay is like Godzilla 1998. He is constantly criticized. He's no good. Blah blah blah. But I seem to like his movies for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Well, let's continuing with Godzilla in the box office. I definitely think with this new X-Men movie coming out tomorrow that it's probably going to knock him down to second place just because everybody's going to want to see the new X-Men movie.
Inevitable.
But when it comes to next week, do you think possibly that Godzilla could regain the #1 position because everybody would have go out and see that new X-Men movie and like okay, because from what I understand, I guess it's getting so-so reviews already.
Yeah. To me, because Godzilla's going to be out for quite a while, people have already seen it 2 or 3 times already. I think it's probably going to be the people who want to see it 4 or 5 or 7 times. For sales-wise, I'm not sure if it's going to actually surpass and take #1. If it does, it will surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, it's been out for a while, and most of the people have already seen it. And for it to pass X-Men, that's going to be hard to do. After it's been out for a couple of weeks, so it's going to be hard to do. If it does, that'll be pretty impressive.
Okay, that's a good point. But yeah, I'm gonna go see it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is gonna be my 3rd time, but this is gonna be this time I'm gonna be watching it with my mom because I want to see what she thinks of it. She watches Godzilla fans, but obviously she's or she watches Godzilla movies. Okay, but obviously she's not like a huge fan like I am. But I'm interested to see her opinion of what she thinks of the movie.
Well, that's just like my wife when she surprised me, said, "This is a really good movie," and I'm like, "Okay." But for your mom to go see it, that's pretty cool too, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, it's very cool, and it's very
cool.
I'll
ask you something. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, sure.
When you first seen the movie, did you see it in 3D or 2D?
The first time around I saw it was 2D, and then when I saw it again on Sunday, it was in 3D. And as far as I can tell, the 3D didn't seem to make any difference at all. It didn't seem any different.
Yeah, but I actually seen it in 3D, and there's not really that much discrepancy 3D wise as compared to the 2D version. Mm-hmm. They only built up a little bit of it, so but I mean,
yeah.
I like.
Yeah, my brother said the only thing he noticed was he could notice with the 3D was with the opening credits when you get Godzilla and you got the ash flying around. He said that was the only thing he noticed. But I didn't notice anything. But then again, when I watch a 3D movie, I gotta take off my glasses, so things get a little bit blurry. So maybe if I had like natural 3D glasses, like to my prescription, maybe it would turn out better. But I don't know.
Yeah. The ash effect was pretty cool. It's kind of like snowflakes floating in front of your face. It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I like that for the title. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't loud. It was it goes white and then Godzilla slowly appears and you got all the ash falling. It was like perfect. You don't need something loud or splashy. Just keep it simple.
It was very calm and straight to the point. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Overall, Gareth Edwards and everybody, they did one heck of a job with this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Yep. I didn't really hate it too much. The storyline, I liked the storyline. Didn't really care for Godzilla's feet, but it's an oversight. It's not a big deal to me because it's about Godzilla, not his feet.
Mm-hmm. And like everybody mentions, you only see Godzilla's feet in 2 shots: the airport scene, and then again when he's stomping on Mama Muto. And other than that, you don't really see his feet. So. Personally, like I mentioned before in other videos, I have no problem with the feet. I'm actually... oh, excuse me. Uh-oh, hold on, let me turn off my mic. Okay, sorry about that.
Not a problem.
I'm pretty easygoing. I'm not like one of these people who criticize everything. I usually find something to like about anything. It usually has to be really crappy for me to not like something. And
I'm
when it
going to
comes
tell
to
you a story.
Godzilla's feet, I has no problem.
I'll tell you a story. I was watching. I took my brother Kenny to see Cloverfield.
Hmm.
He's watching the movie just like I'm watching it, right? And he got that camera shaking shit. Uh,
Hmm.
it just got to the point where it really got my eyes hurting, and almost to the point where I was getting ready to puke and stuff. But when the movie ended, my brother literally stood up and said, "That fucking sucked," and everybody just started laughing. And he walked out of the theater and said, "Dude, man, that was embarrassing, buddy." That's what you have with the movie. It's like, all right, dude, apparently you didn't like the movie.
So you were kind of like, oh, I don't know who that was.
Yeah,
Some stranger.
exactly.
I don't know him.
The thing about that movie is I like the monster when you actually seen it. I thought that was really cool, but the rest of the movie is like, if they make a Cloverfield 2, they need to make it an actual movie with the
Yeah,
monster.
my opinion of that movie has dropped a bit. I still like it, but it's not the best. And like you said, I hope if they do ever get around to, if
Right.
this is ever going to happen, if they ever do make a sequel to it, that they do it like an actual movie and not the shaky, 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 shaky.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't like that part. So.
Because personally, I don't get the appeal of that whole shaky cam stuff. It's, in my opinion, rather irritating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when I watch a monster movie, I want to, look at the monsters. I want to study
Yeah.
them. I don't want. Oh, here's the. There. That was kind of my problem with with the second Transformers movie, Revenge of the Fallen. I liked the movie, but it was so fast paced. It was hard for me to get a good look at the
What's going on?
Transformers and
Yeah.
stuff. That's
Yeah.
why I like with Dark of the Moon. It was a little more steadier, so you got to look at the Transformers better. And I'm hoping it's going to be the same for Age of Extinction, because I'm excited to see the Dinobots, and I'm going to want to get a good look at them.
I like to see Predacons in another movie. I was
Hmm.
actually watching this Transformers 3D movie. It's about the Predacons and stuff, and I thought they were badass. I thought they were really cool. So I downloaded that movie.
Hmm.
So I got that. But to get back on pace with J.J. Abrams, it seems like Super 8 and Cloverfield, he's not really good when it comes to making actual monster movies. It's more human character than monster.
Hmm.
Blair Witch Project with the bouncing camera thing, I think that's where they got that from.
Yeah, definitely.
But J.J. Abrams, when he makes a movie, he's really good at it. Like Star Trek, I like both of the Star Trek movies. I thought they were cool. And now
Hmm.
with this new Star Wars movie, there's no telling what he's going to do with this one. You know what I'm saying? But J.J. Abrams is one of those kind of guys. He's a very good director, but when it comes to monster movies, he needs to leave it alone. Unless
Hmm.
he actually makes the monster movie instead of that human character crap.
Yeah. Well, I can understand, you got to have human characters, for an interesting story, but if you overdo it, it
Yeah.
gets, dull because of like, come on, I want to see the monster, I want to see the monster.
Exactly. And 80%
And
of this movie is human character, and then when you do finally see the monster, they are pretty spectacular looking, but then they're gone. It's that
mhm,
quick. I don't like movies like that.
yeah,
To me, it's
that's
about the monsters.
that's where Godzilla did it right. He had the right blend of human
Exactly.
story and monster action. Hell,
Exactly.
I love the scenes where pretty much the Navy is escorting Godzilla. You got Godzilla in the ocean, and you got the aircraft carrying behind him, and then the two destroyers, side by side, and he's just, oh no, no, I'm swimming, couldn't care less.
Yeah. Yeah, he was
I
not
thought those were.
in the ocean. Yeah. But go ahead, buddy.
And well, like I was saying to my brother, you could definitely tell, he was like, Godzilla's like, well, you're not bothering me, so I'm not going to bother you. So, And in the part, also the part where he dives underneath the aircraft carrier. Some people are like, well, why didn't he just ram into it? Well, duh, obviously that would have slowed him down if he would have just slammed right into the aircraft carrier. So it makes sense for him to dive underneath. It's
In Godzilla's eyes, I could do that, but I don't need to do that. That's just the way he looked at it, probably.
Yeah, pretty much. And like I said, it just would have been an obstacle that slowed him down.
Yeah. I do want to tell you, I got if you're into Facebook pages, I did create a group. It's called Gamera's Legacy. If you're into Gamera, because the new movie's coming out, and we need to start thinking about that now. I'm not sure if I actually sent you an invitation, but if I didn't, I will send you one, or you can just.
Here, let me check here real quick. I think I'm a member already because I'm already seeing posts and stuff. Yeah, Gamera Legacy.
You're
so
good.
yeah,
I did send that. Okay. All right. But anyway, I did that because of the new movie, and I'm looking forward to some new pictures if they don't mess it up. In my eyes, this new Gamera movie should be a reboot to the original, with no monsters involved, just Gamera. Take a serious approach on the design of Gamera, and just go at it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. But if there's another monster, then that's fine.
Yeah. It's hard to say, what approach they're gonna take with the new Gamera movie, besides it being, a remake or a reboot or whatever. I wonder, how much they're gonna be influenced by, watching the new Godzilla movie. Are they gonna be like, well, hey, it worked that, this was a new story for Godzilla and they had new monsters already, so it'd be interesting to see, what approach they were going to take. Are they going to think that, well, if we're just going to have Gamera in it, are some people going to find it boring, or it's going to be real interesting to see what approach they take. Personally, I'm hoping it's just Gamera by himself, like the original Gamera the Invincible. Have it be his origin story, how humanity tries to deal with him, and then if that's successful when you do Gamera sequels, yeah, then add in other monsters.
Just like the original series. Another thing about Toho, and I think the Katawa Day, one of the owners of the Day Company, cost-wise, they won't put that much into it like they do in the American version, because CGI is twice as expensive as Summation. So the whole storyline will probably be story, not so much about the characters, unless they can somehow do it with Summation. It would be hard to do certain things with it. But if they do add an extra monster, obviously it's going to be more cost to it. So I'm just hoping they'll take the original approach and do a reboot, because it is the 50th anniversary of Gamera, so there's no telling what they're going to do with this. But I hope they do right, because in Godzilla Final Wars, that was, what was it, the 40th anniversary?
50th.
50th, okay. Well, they didn't really do it justice. It felt rushed. Well, you know how I feel about that movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just hope it's like that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we know that, Katakawa, owners of, now the owners of Gamera, we know that they can do a good job with, analog special effects like they did with the 90s trilogy. So if they can do, that kind of quality, Suitmation and with the sets and everything, if they could do a really good job, I can see this new Gamera movie succeeding. And there probably will be some CGI, but like you said, that's expensive, so it's only going to be so much here and there.
Yeah, that's just like with Toho. They're starting to use a little CGI. They got rid of their water tank, so most of their scenes now are CGI in the water. Yeah, with the company that makes Gamera, Shizuki Kaneko, if he takes over, they need to continue the timeline, in my personal opinion. Finish it off, where he was being attacked by all the Gauss, and somehow create a new monster in that, or somewhere in that timeline, try to finish it or something. I don't know, or make that a standalone movie. But they need to they need to finish that. I'm saying, but yeah, the CGI and the Suitmation special effects in the Heisei series in my honest opinions, are better than any Godzilla movie out there, with the exception of the new one. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, the '90s Gamera trilogy is definitely a lot better special effects wise than most of the '90s Gamera or Godzilla movies, and you can even argue some of the Millennium series.
Yeah, definitely. All of them, really, technically. It wasn't any of them that really can measure up to the Gamera trilogy, special effects wise. I thought they were better than any of the Godzilla movies, with
Mm-hmm.
the exception of the new one. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but like Godzilla versus Destroyer, they had really good special effects. I like that one.
Definitely.
Yeah. Nice. If we're talking about
I
the
think I
game.
might watch that one on tonight. That the Blu-ray tonight.
Let me know sometime down the line. I'm sure if it's Blu-ray, the suit in itself, the way he looks, I'm sure it's going to stand out. He's going to look really spectacular. But just
Mm-hmm.
let me know what you think about that.
Sure, will do.
Okay. The Kaiju cast, the Shrine of Gamera, Kyle Yunt. He's his website's probably the only Gamera site out there other than mine. I couldn't find any other Gamera sites out there.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Kind of died
it's
off.
kind of like few and far between. That's
Yeah.
why I'm really surprised at how well that Gamera DVD set is selling. Because you would
Mhm.
think, people would be more interested in the Godzilla. Well, I have had people come up to me at work asking where the Godzilla movies are, but every time, like I said, every time we get in that Gamera Legacy collection, we get like maybe 5, 6 at a time, and by the end of the day, they're gone. So that really surprises me because, here in the West, Gamera is not as well known as, Godzilla is.
Yeah.
So maybe it's good timing that they are making a new Gamera movie because maybe it is that Gamera's, gaining a fan base here in the
Yeah.
U.S.
I'm thinking that's what it is because even though he's not as popular as Godzilla, he is recognized. So a lot of people assume, okay, I got some Godzilla movies. Let's check out that other one, Gamera.
Hmm.
And that's probably why they're selling them left to right. And then you got, like I said, there's a bunch of fans out there that collect the DVDs like we do, and so they
Hmm.
got to have the set. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a shame that Dennis didn't show up because I wanted to talk to him about the website.
Oh yeah, Dennis Sema. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said at the beginning, that's kind of my fault. I didn't really advertise this well enough that we were going to be doing
Right.
this, but then again, I kind of wanted, a smaller crowd for this video just so we could, discuss stuff a little bit better. So maybe we'll do another video again, maybe not next week, but maybe the week after, and I'll let everybody know what's up so then we can get
Yeah, I
get
can
Dennis in
definitely
here and the
understand.
others.
I can definitely understand having a small group. You can get you can have better conversations without being interrupted and stuff. I get that part
Hmm.
because some people they do get carried away, and if you know who I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm gonna end it right here, buddy. And
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I think it's time to shut her down because I've talked about pretty much everything I wanted to talk about with the movie.
yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Gamera and stuff and more on the movie. I did like the movie; it was very good. I didn't really hate it. There was nothing really about the movie that I disliked.
Hmm.
You know, I didn't even dislike his feet. So all in all, that movie was pretty solid. I definitely like it. It's a great starter movie to an American franchise, Godzilla. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
and it
did.
definitely looks like we're going to get a franchise now because I was
Hopefully.
blown away with how fast they already announced the sequel. It was
Yeah,
on Sunday already. It's like, holy crap.
I
But
think. Yeah.
But it was funny. Thomas Tull, the head of Legendary Pictures, he says they don't like to talk sequels until the first movie is successful. Well, by Sunday it was already $93 million, and it was like $30 more than what they were
It made
anticipating.
someone
So it's like,
over fist already.
okay, sequel time.
What is it? Worldwide, it's already made 200 million.
Yeah, by Monday already, it was already $200 million. Well, heck, just on Monday or was it Sunday? I can't remember the numbers alone. Either Sunday or Monday, the movie made here in the U.S. I think it was another 10 million. So,
Yeah. It's still going to be making money too. So, and
hmm
that's just the beginning. they'll be selling more more merchandise. And when the DVD comes out, they're going to make more money off of that. So they're going to do all right.
Hmm.
Definitely a sequel. Yeah. All right, Dennis. Don't forget about the link that I told you about on your website. Just get rid
Hmm.
of all those other ones like the Godzilla Shrine. Get rid of all of them, and just put the Kaiju Hub on there. It's got all those links on there, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
I appreciate you doing that, dude.
Oh, sure, no problem.
Okay.
Always glad to help out.
No problem. All right, Dennis. Have a good night, buddy, and it's nice chatting with you.
Yep.
Let me know when we do another one, okay?
Okay, I'll let you know right away.
All right, buddy. You be good.
Okay, you too. Peace
All
out
right,
and all that good stuff.
all right buddy.